Hi guys, so I want to talk about something a little bit different today. So we've been in business for probably almost 10 years officially, although I had a kind of bit of a side hustle when I was employed but before that. But officially CTA's been in business for almost 10 years, I'd say now. And in that time, we've been through the growth that a lot of businesses go through. So it was literally just me on a sofa with my laptop, no office. I was literally meeting clients in my living room, and I had young children. I've got twins. Jess and Joe are 13 now. Maisie's 19. But so they were. I think they're still at home. They were too young to actually be at school or anything. So Becky, my wife, used to leave the house for me just to have a meeting in my living room with a new client at that time. So when we got to the stage when it was just me having a really small office, that was a big thing. It was exciting. I felt like a proper business. I've got an office now, and I took on an apprentice. I won't give you the whole story, but we basically moved office to a different office. Then we moved office to an even bigger office. As you do, as you grow, as you scale, as you become more successful. But the thing is, we've always had some kind of remote working, but with COVID, and also we've got a team offshore in the Philippines as well as the UK. We've just completely embraced remote working to the point where hardly anyone's in the office. You're literally talking about one or two people per day out of a team of 14. I like to go in the office because I like to get out of the house because the dogs are normally barking. I don't think they're around at the moment. But the reason I want to share this is we kind of attach an office to some extent to the success of our business, to our identity. Oh, we're growing, a bit like having more employees. I've got more employees. How many people do you employ now? Or how big's your office? Or, you know, that sort of stuff. Or what's your turnover is a quite a common one, to be quite blunt. But the lease was about to end this year. We've been in the office for 6 years in the current office. Brilliant office. We could fit so many desks in there, more than we ever need with the sort of hybrid working. But I could have got another big office, but I've actually, and this is the point of my story, I've got a smaller office. I've actually gone back to my old office, which is more than big enough for what we need now. It can probably fit about 8 desks in. We're going to have 2 or 3 people in at one time maximum. We've still got a meeting room. We're closer to town, so I'll probably end up spending more money on lunch and coffee. And I'm happy. You know, the rent's almost 3 times less. But it's not just about money, it's about what do you actually need. You know, what is the reason for me wanting or needing a bigger office? And it really comes down to the fact I didn't need a bigger office. I had no reason, apart from vanity, to show people my fancy office. We had no reason to have a bigger office. So I think there's a bit of a takeaway for a lot of people in their business, particularly when you think along the profit first lines. And this wasn't just for financial reasons, it was about being smart. You know, what do we actually need? Doing it for the right reasons was why we went back to our old office. But we've grown in every other way you can imagine. You know, team-wise, financials, knowledge, how we run the business. So I don't attach my identity with the size of my office. So hopefully there's a couple of takeaways for you. Thanks, guys.